Welcome, everyone. Guess we'll go ahead and get started. We don't really have you don't get to hear me talk for a long time tonight. Aren't you really sad? So we're not going to have a long presentation tonight. We're going to have fun, mostly. Dottie is going to make an awesome apple pie for us tonight that she says tastes just like apple pie. There's absolutely no sugar in it, no added sugar. Not even any natural sugar. It's just all natural foods. What I did want to talk a little bit about is stevia. And most of you probably have you been to my sugar addiction classes, one of the 2 sugar addiction classes? Okay, we talked about how, we know how damaging and dangerous sugar is to the body. And we know that the processed sugar is in everything and all the hidden foods and things like that. So obviously the best transition, or the first transition, would be to your healthy sugars, which would be your agaves and your honey and your natural sugars. But then there's another step beyond that, and that's trying to cut out sugar, severely limiting it or going to stevia. And I want to talk a little bit about stevia. And Elizabeth is here. She has the Healing Diabetics group. So if you know anyone who's diabetic, get involved with her group. And obviously real big on stevia because it's so great for diabetics. But are all of you familiar with, you've at least heard of stevia and you know what it is, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, I want to talk a little bit more, and I have some information in here. It's a little bit of history of stevia that you can look at. But what's fascinating about stevia is, it's been used in South America for thousands of years by native people down there. And they'd use it to sweeten, chew on the leaves, sweeten teas. But it was also had a medicinal use, and they used it for lots of different conditions or imbalances in the body as well. And when I guess people first started finding out about stevia, and when stevia started getting popular, obviously it upset some of the powers that be, and they actually made stevia illegal. They said it was unsafe. They said it was dangerous. It wasn't grass. It wasn't generally recognized as safe. The different grass ingredients. And nobody knew why. They couldn't figure out why. And it turns out that they actually had no studies, no research, nothing to back up that claim. And they later finally admitted that there was a giant food company that asked for this to happen, paid enough people, lobbied enough people, whatever they did, to make stevia illegal. And they didn't release the name of which company it was, but there's some major artificial sweetener companies out there, that own saccharin, which is, I think that's Sweet and Low, and then there's the aspartame that's in like NutraSweet and some of these other things, and that's a multi-million-dollar business for these companies. And if people knew about stevia and started using stevia on a regular basis, it would completely wipe out the artificial sweetener industry because it's completely unnecessary. Because stevia does all that with no negatives, only positives. And it's perfect for diabetics because there's 0 calories, 0 effect on blood sugar. It's just figuring out how to use it. Like, I've known about stevia for years, being in health, but I never really talked about it because I never knew how to use it. Like, what do I do with it? I know it's sweet, but how do I make that work in my life? And I've really gotten into body ecology lately, as a lot of you know, and she's real big on stevia because she's big on cutting sugar, completely out of our diets because it's the main thing that's weakening and destroying our health. And she actually has a whole stevia cookbook. So if any of you are interested in that, I actually put 2 recipes from the stevia cookbook on the back page: the chocolate truffles and the sweet sugarless cookies. Now it's kind of bad with the chocolate truffles because there's brandy in there, but I wanted to please everybody, so truffles are pretty dang good. But anyway, there's stevia. There's no sugar in it. But she has, in her book, there's over 100 recipes using stevia. And it's not just desserts. It's all different types of foods and meals and things like that. So you can definitely use it, and you can get sugar out of your diet, even natural sugars. So I don't know, any comments, questions? Anybody use stevia on a regular basis? Yeah.
I have a dessert in there that is made with stevia. It's a little pudding that's in cups if you'd like.
Oh, well, let's talk about it. What do you got going here? I don't even know what you brought.
We I
had a question
handed you
about,
out the recipe, the stevia, the chia pudding.
What is it?
it's pure via, and it's made from pure stevia extract, and I wondered if this is a good or bad thing.
I don't know. Like the Truvia,
It sounds like an isolate.
It's, I think it's like pure via.
because the Truvia, one, it's made by Cargill. That's a giant
That's
food
bad.
company.
Yeah.
That's a dangerous warning sign right there. So always look who manufactured it. And the other thing is that in the Truvia, you look at the ingredients, it doesn't even say stevia. I don't know what the heck it is. So you want to look at who manufactured it and what the ingredients say.
First ingredient is extra.
Does she have one? Okay.
There you go. Sugar's the
Okay, now,
first
This
ingredient.
is before they repackaged it. It's totally the same process.
It's chia.
This is the
It's chia
one,
seed.
I handed out to you the
And
recipe,
this
the
is
chia seed
by-
pudding. This one?
Whole earth.
Oh, I-
Pure by whole earth.